I gotta say, that Mortal Kombat movie thus far is making 2021 looking real fucking good. Let's go, guys. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy RCB, where I talk about anime, movies, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Yeah, baby. So first of all, the overall story. The overall story, if you guys remember the original back in the 90s, it was in the late 90s, Liu Kang was the main character in that story. But now there's a new main character. And when I say new, I mean like this guy was not even in the video games. According to my research, because once I saw the movie, I was like, who is this guy? You know, I thought Liu Kang was going to be the main character. Once I saw the trailer and all that, but I guess I was wrong. So it was very surprising, though I was not disappointed. Now, the story remains the same. Basically, everybody is born with like this tattoo, or like, well, this birthmark is like, a circle with a dragon on it. And that means that you have been chosen to fight in this amazing tournament. Now, to my surprise, it turns out that if you defeat somebody who has the birthmark will then be transferred over to you. So then you will be forced to fight. So then you will now have to fight in the Tournament of Power. I'm sorry. Dragon Ball Z reference. Tournament of Power. Sorry, guys. I couldn't help myself. The Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Tournament. The Mortal Tournament of Power. Shit. Whatever the fuck you call it. That's the overall story. And so let's start with SubZero and Scorpio. So SubZero and Scorpio, these two were actually the villains in the original movie, and I think they were the villains in the actual video games, if I'm not mistaken. So in the original movie, they were just kind of there to like attack the main characters, just to kind of like throw them off guard and basically kill them before they get to the final battle, basically. Right, it's one of those things. But I really like how they made these characters very essential to the story. So SubZero is basically the bad guy. Scorpio, it's one of the good guys, and his offspring, which is the main character of this story. Yeah, his offspring turns out to be the main character of this story. Surprise, surprise. Right, but SubZero, I freaking love SubZero in this, in this movie. Like the effect, the ice effect. Oh my god. I was like, holy freaking shit. Dude, if they can do that, I mean, they can do Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action series, much better than the crappy one that M. Night Shyamalan made. Anyways, Joe, but the ice just coming out of his hand, and look, but the freaking effects in this movie are absolutely, they're so freaking realistic, man. Yeah, so basically he was Japanese, and Scorpio was Japanese, SubZero was from China, so they kind of have like this China-Japanese battle going on in a way. But SubZero is kind of looking for this guy named Hanzo, and basically a very important character in that has to do with the story. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but just those minor details. Now, who is Cole Young? Who the heck is Cole Young? And it turns out that Cole Young is the main character story. When you see it in the trailer, you don't know who the heck he is. I thought this guy was in the video games, right? I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a long time. I really thought this guy was in a video game. When I saw him, I was like, I confused him for Johnny Cage in the beginning because he was fighting in a cage, right? I confused him for Johnny Cage. And it turns out that Johnny Cole is just kind of like a failed MMA fighter or UFC fighter. Failed MMA, UFC fighter. One of those two, right? And now he's just kind of like fighting, just fighting for money casually, like $200 a fight, at the local gym or something like that. So I guess this new character is replacing Johnny Cage. Because in the original it was Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny Cage. They were the main characters, right? But Cole Young is this brand new character, brand spanking new, and he's a brand new freaking character, and he's not even in the video games. They just kind of added him for the movie, and I think they wanted to make, they wanted to have a story with him and Scorpio, and basically this kind of like how the script came out to be. At least that's what it seems like just by watching the movie. And then there's Kano and Sonya. Now I gotta say, Kano, basically the comic relief, he's a freaking scumbag, and you love the guy. I mean, he's a scumbag from through thick and thin, and you absolutely love it because he's funny, and I like how they were making, like, you know, like throwbacks to the game, like when he, oh shit, I don't want to say it, but they make, I'm not gonna spoil it, but they make throwbacks to the game, like, you know, whenever a character wins, he's like, ha ha ha, Kano wins. Like, they were doing that, and I was like, holy shit, that's actually pretty cool. You know, this has to be one of the most successful video game movies I've ever seen, because the original, a lot of people didn't like the original. They talk shit about the original, and honestly, even, I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, but even now, I'm still like, shit, I like it. I still like the original. And then there's Liu Kang and his brother. I had no idea that Liu Kang had a brother, and this, I kind of liked his brother more than Liu Kang. Now Liu Kang had the whole, like, you know, the fire bending shit when he shoots the, you know, the fireball like a Kamehameha. Dragon Ball Z fan here. But his brother, he had this copper kind of like metal hat. And basically, he just throws it and slices people up. Like, holy, he does a freaking fatality with the freaking hat. I mean, this movie, this movie was, it basically takes the best aspects of the video game and makes it come to fucking life. I mean, this movie delivered. Like, I'm not disappointed. Now, my only regret is that I wish I watched it in theaters with the big screen for a better experience. But instead, I watched it here at home on my, you know, on my screen and shit. Actually, I watched it on my tablet, which is like a 10-inch freaking screen. So that's my only regret. I wish I would have seen it in a bigger screen, in the actual movie theaters. But man, oh man, Jesus Christ! This movie delivered. This movie was on point. I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. 9 out of freaking 10 for Mortal Kombat 2021. Now, just to wrap this up, it looks like, this is not really a spoiler, by the way. This is not really a spoiler, but it looks like Johnny Cage is gonna be in the second movie, right? Johnny Cage is gonna be in the second movie, and I'm really excited for that. And basically have the whole team, you know, the original characters, right? Because in this movie they have most of all the characters, but Johnny Cage, I was really expecting to see Johnny Cage, because I just kind of like how, you know, because he's funny, but he's fucking arrogant at the same time. He's just kind of like this douchebag of a character, this douchebag of a guy, you know. Basically, he's rich, good looking, can fight. He's a Hollywood actor, but instead we got Cole Young, which I'm still happy, but Johnny Cage, it was actually, I think that's one of my favorite characters to play with. Him and Liu Kang in the video game. So it's kind of like nostalgia. Anyways, but it looks like Johnny Cage is going to be in the next movie. They do hint at it, and I do believe that he's going to be in the next movie because he's supposed to be one of the main characters, right? But yeah, so Mortal Kombat, go watch it. This is, I mean, absolutely no regret. And just for retro purposes, there you go, guys. This is your boy Andy Matrix. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment below. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.